What's up? Welcome to Seduction Ed. This is a podcast where we discuss the human dynamics, especially for us men, trying to understand what makes us who we are, what makes us attractive, what makes us not attractive. And in that journey, this isn't about pickup lines, anything like that. So if that's what you're looking for, there's a bunch of gurus out there that'll help you pick up girls and all that. This is about being magnetic, attractive. It has nothing to do with tactics. It has to do with strategies. It has to do with being authentic. And through my journey, because this started as my own personal journey into, I was looking not to get my heart broken every time. That's all I wanted. Like after so many failed relationships of all kinds, all lengths, all seriousness, all non-serious, I was like, there's got to be a better way. And if I'm having problems with all of these people, all of these women, they all somehow end up not working out, maybe I'm the problem. And that's where it all started. And obviously I've discovered I am the problem up to a certain degree, but this is my latest discovery. I was talking to these couple of ladies, this place, and it was just a long conversation about everything. And one of them was saying that this guy would hit her up, and she felt that that guy wanted her or whatever. And I'm like, well, how do you know he's not hitting you up and hitting her up and hitting her up? It's free to send a DM. It costs no money. You can just copy and paste, 50 DMs, and one of them is going to reply, right? And she never even thought about that. She's like, well, I never saw it from his perspective, right? Because we all look at life from our perspective. Same, the reverse. Like, you think a woman is rejecting you, and really, she's looking at it from her point of view, and you're looking at it from your point of view, and you think she's rejecting you. She looks at it as maybe she is in the fact that she's not responding, but she's got 50 other DMs to respond to. So, well, that's not even what it's about. It's about, I discovered within myself that I have so many different painful things in my life that I need to stay distracted. And I'm a workaholic. I work nonstop. And if I'm not working, I'm working in my body at the gym. And if I'm doing that, I'm doing something artistic, creative. I'm doing something. I can't be at peace and sit there. And I was trying to figure out, like, well, why can't I just sit here? And I need to be distracted. That's first. That's one of the first breakthroughs that took me down this journey. And then now I'm seeing something, because I've been cynical. I don't want a relationship, right? Like, from my last breakup, it's been, I don't know, 2-3 years. It was huge. I say I'm still ongoing on that. And I decided, like, nah, it's over. Like, I've done it too many times and failed too many times, and I'm not getting up this time. And that's been the case. But then I started going in further, because it's not that I am alone, right? Like, I have friendships, right? I have women that I can call up and go to the movies, or I could call up and go get something to eat, or go chill somewhere, or go have a drink, or just talk, whatever. But what I realized is that all of these women, I wouldn't have a relationship with them each individually, because they fulfill certain parts that I need when I need them. And I just got to be honest about that. It's not even that they're bad people. It's just more, I'm not willing to make the commitment to the whole package. Nobody's perfect. So a lot of women, all women have good things and bad things. So what I've been doing is just sort of mining the good things, but I don't want the bad things. So I have limits to those. There's still relationships, but they're relationships in the sense that it goes up to here because none of them are all good, right? So I'll just take the good ones. Like if I want to drink and party, I know a girl that does that. If I want to, I don't know, go to an art gallery, I know a girl that would love that. I like all of these little pieces of and even intimacy, right? Like there's some women that you can actually open up to, and some you don't. Most I don't, but you find that one or two that you could tell her like kind of deeper things that you wouldn't tell just anybody. But going back to that, I realized that that's just a mechanism of me not wanting to deal with myself, because as soon as I feel a certain way, as soon as I'm sitting there quietly and these thoughts of real things that I got to take care of within me, I either look for work to do, or I go work out, or I go, and that was my escape. But now I'm realizing I'm not really solving the problem, because that problem's still there, just waiting for me to relax enough to come back. And so these women became part of the distraction, where like an emotional Rolodex. Like, if you don't know what a Rolodex is, it's like it used to be before you had a contact book in your phone. It was this thing that you roll like this, and you have all the phone numbers categorized by the spelling of the name, the R's. Anybody with a R is in this. Anyway, long story short, it's like a contact book, right? And as soon as I felt a certain way that I wasn't clicking with me, that I needed to, all these thoughts were going somewhere I didn't like, somewhere painful, somewhere that I have not wanted to explore, I would just go in that Rolodex, and I know exactly who to call for what, right? Like a restaurant. And that was stopping my progress. In all honesty, I'm not done with the process, right? Because I could sit here and lie to you and act like I've discovered it, I'm perfect. And nah, that's not it. I still have a lot of work to do, because there's times that it's kind of like when you're eating sugar and you want to stop, there's times that you're going to fall off and you're going to eat that piece of cake. It's like that. So there's times that I still fall into that Rolodex, into that emotional Rolodex, but now I do it consciously, knowing what I'm doing. Before it was just automatic. It was like I constantly had to be in communication with setting something up, like a distraction. I didn't want to go into that dip. So by the time that dip was coming, I already had something up. I already knew that dip was coming, so I had the next thing planned. And that was not allowing me to sit there and deal with what I need to deal with. And wanted to put this here because I believe a lot of us guys are like that, where we don't really talk about our emotions, our feelings, we don't express ourselves, and we're out there just chasing women, and they fulfill a certain part of us temporarily for that moment. But then, I don't know for every guy, but I know for me, as soon as I hit something, like we're cool, and as soon as we hit something I don't like, that's where it stops. But that doesn't mean that I won't revisit and come back to the good things. It just means that I can never really develop a relationship, because I'm not going to find that perfect woman. When you're in a relationship, you're willing to give up all of the bad things she has that you don't like for the good things, and hopefully the good things outweigh the bad things. But I realize that sometimes you go on an automatic pilot and you don't realize the distraction that it is when it's almost like you don't. It's a kind of loneliness where you know that you're not alone. Like, you could call somebody, you can go out with somebody, you could talk to somebody, but it doesn't fulfill you all the way. So you go to the next one. It's like going to 3 or 4 restaurants, just I'm gonna get the fries from here, I'm gonna get the burger from here, I'm gonna get the soda from here, because these are the best sodas, the best fries. And so you don't want to go to that one restaurant and commit to that whole meal and go, well, it's not the best fries, but I like the burger. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and I still, like I said, I haven't figured out whether that, how do you even resolve that? Because the urges are still there, and the limitations are still there, at least mentally. And then also there's a fear of, a lot of times you get rejected or you get hurt by people that you didn't even really want in the beginning, right? Like, it's like, man, I got hurt this person hurt me, you know, I didn't even want, or you just get rejected. It's like a woman may reject you, and it's like she wasn't even all that, right? It's like, wait, hold up, you rejected me, I got rejected by better. Or even I got accepted by better, or both, right? It's like you're not even at the level where I should be rejected at. So there's an ego issue too at play. So let me not complicate the idea and the message I want to put out there, is that if you're there, if you're just distracting yourself by trying to get these women in your life, by trying to get attention, by always having a text message to reply to, by you know, whatever it is, it's just a distraction. And as long as you're doing it, you're enjoying it, and you know you're doing it consciously, I don't see a problem with that. But when you go into automatic mode like me, where I can't even help it, you know, like I didn't even realize, you know, that, you know, sometimes I'm like, now that I'm conscious, I'm like, why am I even texting this person? Like, for no reason, just because, right? And then that was automatic. I was just picking that up and doing it constantly, and it was just taking so much of my energy that it would keep me distracted from the real energy that I got to put into my own searching for my own healing and all of that's got to happen. But I'm not there, I'm not healed, but I can admit that now, right? Before, I'm like, I don't even need healing, I'm not even at a place that I need. Now at least I'm like, you know, I need it, but I'm not there. But at least just the classification of the problem allows me to at least start working towards it. So hopefully you can do the same, and just know that those actions of wanting attention from women a lot of times come from that, from you not liking the attention you get from you. And I like me, I like being with me. I'm always alone, always. And if I'm not alone, I'm with people I like. And so I don't have a problem with the alone part. I have a problem with the alone part, the intimate alone part, where I can be alone with me doing something I like, or be distracted. It's hard for me to just sit there and think, you know what, I really need to fix this area in my life. That's a difficult thing to do, but that's what we got to do. And if you're looking for that next level manly step, it's fixing. You can be alone. I think a lot of us men have learned to be alone and be fine with it, but being alone and intimate with yourself and being honest, I caught myself lying to me the other day. Well, anyway, that's a whole nother episode, but we lie to ourselves, and it's like, nah, why? Like, if we lie to us, then we'll lie to anybody, right? And that's true. I mean, that's what we do. We're not honest with us, so how can we be honest with anyone else, you know? So if someone needs to hear this, please share it. And if you haven't done so, subscribe. Till next time. Peace.